Hey, everybody. Welcome once again to yet another episode of Two Noobs Talking. It is episode 102. To my left is my good buddy, John Tracy. To my right is my good buddy, Steve Murray. I am in the middle. I'm Matt Craig. We're all happy to have you with us. John, how you doing, man? How's that homemade Gatorade you're having? Is that right?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Yeah? Not choking on the lemon or anything of that sort, right?
That's a trick. Only before recording.
Oh, there you go. Steve, how...
Can we put up as his name, Lemon Choker?
There you go.
Yes.
Lemon Choker.
Excellent.
My God, there you go.
Excellent.
Steve, how are you doing, sir?
I'd like to take this opportunity to offer my services to NASA.
They need some help.
They seem to be having some trouble getting Artemis up off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fuel pod design on my rocket is far superior. It won't leak. The only catch is you can't tease a launch and then not follow through because it's the pressure starts to build in the fuel pods.
Oh gosh.
Fortunately, I put a color changing scheme on there, so when the hot pressure increases, they turn blue.
Nice.
Yep.
So you know that they need to be relieved.
Oh, good Lord Almighty.
And I do. Just a side note to that, it's been tested over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So Steve is pretty confident on how this works.
I was just going to say, yeah, I would think so.
So on a side
Moving
note,
on to the non-PG, moving on to the PG version of our program.
Let me ask you guys a question. Speaking of PG, what does Yoda and Miss Piggy have in common?
They're both puppets.
Well, they are.
They are, yeah.
They are. They were voiced by the
Yoda.
Go ahead.
They were
Yoda's better
voiced
as
by
a
the
puppet,
same
by the
person.
way. Really?
Yes.
That's shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
That's not so shocking. No, it's Frank Oz, right?
Yep. Frank Oz did. Yep.
How about that? Little known fact. My God.
I had to double check that a couple times. I read it and I was like, I don't know if that's right. Like, something's got to be wrong here. No, it's true.
That's crazy.
Now that I think about it, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah, the more I thought about it throughout the day, I was like, man, and uncanny how they sound alike, but completely not.
That's wild. That's wild.
You know the Tostitos commercial where the guy keeps like stepping away at the wrong time and coming back. He's like, "Oh, I missed it."
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I found out that's Eugene Levy's son, and now I can't
wow
unsee it because it's
I'm
totally
screwed.
clear that is his
That's wild. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, from my side, the Batwing is fixed, guys. I was able to complete it on Friday, and I'll throw it up on screen. What the heck? It looks great. And now it's
entirely too much time on your hands.
Now
I told you last week, you get a screw.
Got to get it in there. Yeah. So
make sure you hit a stud.
Okay. Any other suggestions before?
Well, if you don't hit a stud, you need a drywall anchor.
Okay. And then on top of that,
if you don't know where a stud is, use a
Phillips
stud phone finder.
Yeah, exactly.
Phillips head drill bit.
There you go. Yep. Quarter-inch
Steve
screw.
will be over. Steve will be over next week. He'll hang it for you.
I mean, you see all the crap I had to hang in my basement.
I know. You would think after a while, right? Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's hilarious. Oh, my gosh. Well, gents, okay. Moving on. Why don't we just dive right into topic one? And since we... Control yourself over there. Good Lord Almighty. Since we're having so much difficulty with our electric power grid, why don't we talk about smart thermostats while we're at it? For topic number one, headline from /gear.com, the terrifying downside to smart thermostats. You've heard all of these smart thermostats. Like when Best Buy, when it was here in King of Prussia, they had all kinds of neat gadgets here that was all smart this, smart that, especially with the thermostat. You could control it remotely. You could control it anywhere on your phone, all that kind of stuff.
I think my favorite part of that was they call it the geofencing. So it would detect when your phone comes within like a mile of your house, so it'll turn on your air conditioning before you get home.
Wow.
That's creepy, but it's
A little bit.
a little bit.
Wow.
But how about this, guys? From the article, using a thermostat can be a real lifesaver during a heat wave. Even if the outside feels like it's on fire, you can stay comfortable in your own home without risking overheating. Or so most of us tend to think. You see, a whopping 22,000 people in Colorado recently found themselves locked out of their thermostats and stuck with temperatures reaching as high as 88 degrees Fahrenheit in the middle of a massive heat wave in Colorado.
I'm
This
sorry.
caused a huge social media uproar. Go ahead, Steve.
Can we go back for a second? Did
course.
you say with a smart thermostat, you can sit in the cool when it's blazing hot out? I can do that with a regular thermostat.
Yeah. The ones with the buttons
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah, they were
Yeah.
similar
Yeah.
to
Well,
the smart
Even
ones.
the dials.
Yeah, you would think there would be something you could just do it like this, or you just press like an up or down button. You know, it wouldn't be that difficult to do.
I do not have a
Auto
smart
on.
thermostat, and I sit very comfortably.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I haven't really
This-
had a problem. I live in the desert and I'm fine.
Oh, there you go. This unexpected breakdown, first reported on by news channel Eyeball News 7 in Denver, affected thousands of customers in the Xcel Energy company on August 30th this very year. When someone tried to adjust the temperatures, they found that they were unable to do so. Among those frustrated was this one person who said, "It's 90 out, and it was right during the peak period. It was hot," end quote. Really?
As balls.
Yeah, it was probably hot as balls. Such
You probably said
temperatures
that they just
certainly,
got out of there.
I love it. Such temperatures certainly call for some tweaks on the thermostat. But when the customer apparently tried to do just that, he found that the temperature was locked due to an energy emergency. Dun dun dun. Uh-oh. So apparently, this customer and these 22,000 other people signed on for I guess you could say, I don't want to call it a pilot program, but it was basically an AC rewards program out there in Colorado. Where
That's what they called it?
That's what they
Yeah,
called it.
something like
The
that.
Colorado
Yeah.
AC rewards program. Now get this, Steve, who voluntarily agreed. I know, can you imagine? Voluntarily agreed to give up some control of their thermostats in order to save energy and money. Customers were to receive a one-time $100 worth of credit and then $25 annually for as long as they are enrolled.
I don't think
Your
many people are
AC
gonna be
rewards
enrolled.
program is.
Yeah.
Your AC rewards program is we reward you by taking away your AC.
See, exactly. My question is, does that come with any points, and how many points do I get for like maybe getting a stupid shirt? That's my question. But guys, the clincher in all of this, and then I'll toss it over to John for his reaction because this is great. Emmett Romine. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing your ridiculous last name, Mr.
This
Romine.
guy.
No apology necessary.
No apology necessary. Vice President of Customer Solutions and Innovations at Xcel Energy, guys, said this. You ready? Quote,
It's a voluntary program. Let's remember that this is something that the customers choose to be a part of based on the incentives. It helps for people to participate in these programs. It's a bit uncomfortable for a short period of time, but it's very, very helpful.
John, your immediate reaction to this lunatic.
Like I was telling you guys before we got on, I read it just like that this morning, and I had to reread it because I was like, "Can I read that a little bit too pretentious?"
Oh my gosh.
It shows you how pretentious this company is because the CEO didn't even touch on this. He said he sent the 17th guy down on the totem pole that probably sits on the left in the air controlled environment where he doesn't have to deal with bullshit like this. Sent him out.
He doesn't have a smart thermostat.
Yes.
No.
And he has no media experience, obviously, because 22,000 people were affected by this, and he said that. So obviously the dude skipped his media class in college. So
pretty much. it's amazing here. However, it seems that many customers were unaware of the fact that they might be fully locked out of their thermostats. The energy emergency was caused by an unexpected outage in Pueblo, Colorado, that took place on top of the extremely heat weather and increased air conditioner usage in Colorado during that time. So, okay. My question, again, with regards to this program, guys, is where's the fine print? Like, if you're going to sign up for something like this, don't you have to read all the way straight down to, like, see,
but nobody
okay,
does.
wait a minute. But no one does, right? I mean, that's problem
Nobody
number
does.
one.
Yeah.
And
No, it's
because what they do is promote the
we're going to give you
$100.
$100.
Yeah.
Give me $100. Oh, done.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you
But
read
you never
in the one
see
part
it.
of the article. You
Go ahead,
read
go
in
ahead,
one
Johnny.
part of the article, it said that it was going to be, they were only going to be inconvenienced every so often, is what they were told. But the fine print was, I will turn you off whenever the hell we want. So, like, I could see signing up for. Oh, okay. So it's people like to help. This is how these companies get you. People like to help. Like, oh, I don't mind. I'm at work all day. If it's, you know what I mean? If it's a problem where it's, up to 80 degrees when I'm at work, there's no forethinking when that, when this stuff comes. It's the slime balls in the company that make this shit up, that make it so slimy that this is the outcome.
Yeah, exactly. TheVerge.com, guys, just continuing on here. Americans are facing growing power interruptions compared to the past, in part because of more extreme weather. See, now that I disagree with. I think there's probably more energy on demand because people are using it more because of high efficiency. I think that's the problem that we've got going on there. 2020 was a record year for power outages in the U.S.
in each house.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. At the end of the day, you're right. Such programs are, rewinding here a little bit in the article, punishing summer heat in Texas last year triggered a similar backlash from residents when utilities set customers' smart thermostats to higher temperatures to limit power demand. Such programs are part of a strategy called demand response that's supposed to help power grids become more resilient to extreme weather events that are becoming more frequent and severe as global temperatures rise. I
don't see how that helps.
Yeah. I mean, I read even somewhere that really, I think it's only with the electric cars. That's a subject we talked about last week, gents, with everything, with all the shit that you got to pull up out of the ground. It literally only saves the environment 0.0001%. Wall Street Journal had an article in regard to that, an opinion piece on that. So again, what are we really saving? At the end of the day, with all this electricity that we're trying to generate here, it doesn't. I'm having a hard time following, and especially when it comes to the heat of this. Like, we're affecting people that are elderly, and it's like they need to be cooled off. At the end of the day, they really do.
Well, and it also doesn't work that way if they're shutting them off, because if they're keeping them. Because the thermostat is controlling parts of the unit. The unit still is drawing power at some. It's not like it doesn't completely shut off, put itself in a box, walk away, and wait for it to, oh, you need me again, and it unboxes itself again. Like, there's still. I could see that it's maybe saving a little bit of electricity because it's got to turn on, and then the motor goes on, and then the motor goes off. But if it keeps getting hotter, to cool it back down when you give them control of the thermostat, it's going to run constantly till it gets back down to temperature. Isn't that how they're designed?
Actually, that was my question. Is I'd love to know, ordinarily. So I set my thermostat to 72. Okay. So when it gets, some threshold above 72, let's say 72.9, the air conditioner kicks on, boom, runs for 10 minutes, shuts off. Okay, you're gonna tell me my thermostat can't work. You don't want my air conditioner running for some period of time. My house now gets up to didn't the one say it got up to like 88 or something like that?
88, and I think 90 was another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so my house goes up to 88. Now it's going to run, as John said, constantly, for like an hour just to bring it back down to where I wanted it to begin with. Did that really save energy?
I have a hard time believing
it's
that.
minimal. I mean, you maybe could argue that the startup every 10 minutes might use more electricity than it continuously running, but I mean, we're not talking any amount that makes a difference.
Yeah.
It's a very small amount of difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think location may have something to do with that too. I know for my place, my house or the condo building faces southwest, so I get pretty brutal. It gets pretty brutal in here when it's, if I don't have the air conditioner on, but it's also like 950 square, so I don't have it like set down to 72. That'd be crazy for me. That was way too cold. I have it at 75, but it's perfect. It's a good size amount. I'm the only one here. So it really also depends on, I guess, number of people. Steve, you have a family of 4, so that makes sense. You have 72. You don't want it at 75. That'd be way too hot for your house. That's for sure.
You have to also consider the location of the thermostat.
Yep.
So it says 72 at the thermostat. That doesn't mean it's 72 everywhere on the 1,000 square feet of my second floor, right? Like it could be 72 by the thermostat, but it might be 74, 75 in the bedroom. And, so to keep it comfortable everywhere, I set it to 72.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we have to do 73 because the unit is near the two areas, the one I'm in and the room next to and the hallway. But our bedroom, it's like, if it's not on, it's 100 degrees in that bedroom because it has to go all the way. It runs weirdly because of being in a weird apartment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the idea that this is all controlled by a smart thermostat, gents, I mean, this is exactly what.
Hell no.
Yeah, I understand the convenience
talk
of it,
about
but
this.
Go ahead, Steve.
Didn't we talk about this before, like smart locks for your doors and stuff? Like, I really don't want other people to be messing with the shit in my house.
Oh, dude, we talked about the ring camera that said spooky things to people.
Yeah, and anything that is electronically controlled, just think that is a target for somebody to go in and
shut it off.
And to shut it off and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Isn't that how that pipeline got taken out?
Something along those lines. But I mean,
the pipeline.
You kind of also have to think about this. With all the talk about electric cars and how wonderful they're going to be for the environment. Guess who's exactly going to get shut off if and when there's another pandemic? Guess whose car's getting shut off? You're not going anywhere there, pal. At the end of the day. So that might happen. I'm not, we'll see.
Damn, I got to return my Tesla.
Especially with the gold.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Yeah, exactly. All right, gents, topic number 2. And, this one is very, very cool and maybe the start of making America normal again, guys. I'm moving on. I'm going to call it the MANA movement. How about that? Make America normal again. That's what I'm going to deem it as here on Two Noobs.
Patrick Starfish is going to be the leader.
My wife is going to hate that.
New York subway now has a "You Do You" mask policy, getting a Bronx cheer. And I'm going to go throw this sign up here on screen. It's a Metropolitan Transportation Authority sign where basically you got the sign that says, "Masks are encouraged but optional. Let's respect each other's choices." Absolutely love this. Yes, you do you, and yes, I absolutely love that going from left to right there on screen. It's just fantastic. Guy with the mask, guy with a chin strap underneath, guy with over his nose. Okay, and then
that's my favorite
someone
one
completely maskless. That's exactly. I want to try and pull that one off. But I love it. They're basically announcing beginning today, which is written September 8th, masks are encouraged but optional. The MTA won praise during the pandemic for using clear, positive language to educate transit drivers about staying safe. But that changed in a New York minute when people saw the signs MTA used to explain the new policy. So they're basically just going through the whole thing there. And, of course, there's backlash, gents.
Of course.
Of course.
The
Of
critics say
course.
that the MTA signs explaining New York's new mask optional policy for transit riders undermines earlier messages and puts people at risk.
So there you go. So you have to have.
So
I think that's going to be my
So
new
is-
voice for people that are annoying.
Yeah, I was going to say, I motion to make that your voice when
Yeah.
we have a pretentious a-hole saying something.
I'll second that
So
motion.
that-
Why not?
So that the Colorado temperature guy that has the weird job that has corner office, has no media training, is also
Yeah.
in charge of the critics for the new New York men. Interesting.
Sounds about right. Yeah, exactly.
He's a man of many hats.
Oh, I love this.
Fuck
We
that
have
guy.
an epic.
That's what
We have. I love this, Dr. Eric Fennelding, an epidemiologist, replying to MTA's tweet about the change, said this, gents. Quote:
Give
Whoever
him
designed your
Fauci's job
poster,
right now.
whoever designed your poster should be fired. It's public endangerment and mask misinformation.
End quote. Critics of the new policies puts the immunocompromised people at risk, gents. They maintain that
It's too early to drop masking mandates, noting that Omicron and BA4 and BA5 subvariants recently spared by the
Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
to urge
Thank you.
people to get new boosters.
So, okay, enough of the funny voices. But, gents,
Yes.
let's talk MTA. Making America normal
and
again,
not critics.
right? They're not critics, right? We're loving the MTA, even though it's New York. Steve, what do you think about all of this? This is very encouraging, right? At the end of the day,
This is how the world should work. Like
Mhm.
you make your decision and everybody else leave you the hell alone. Now, we're making fun of Findeldinger or whatever his name is for, well, you should all be wearing masks. But it goes the other way too. The people who are like, oh, take your mask off. You're stupid.
Mhm.
It's
If they want to wear
yeah.
a mask, who cares? Let them.
Yeah, let
Who
'em.
cares?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask. Who cares? Let them.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's that simple.
it's that simple. Yeah, Johnny,
And I
think-
applaud the MTA for kind of, understanding that.
Mhm.
Everybody be comfortable the way you want to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's an encouragement in the fact that it's promoting something that's saying like, okay, if you're immunocompromised, still wear that mask. If you feel like it's safe, go for it. No judgment.
Sure.
Likewise, if
Right.
you're perfectly healthy, there's no need for you to put the mask on. Toss it. You don't need it anymore at that point. I think that's really, really encouraging in that regard. Johnny, similar thoughts, I would imagine, right, from you?
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely. I want to see this all over the country. This should be the message coming out of the White House. This should be the message coming out of the CDC. This should be the message. This should be. We're at a point. We've talked about it over and over again to not beat Omicron or Omicrizzy or whatever the hell you want to call it today to death. But we're at a point where everybody has enough information to make their own decisions. We don't need bureaucrats to tell us what to do now. Everybody knows what's going on. This should be a nationwide program for transit, for schools, for the federal buildings. Everywhere there was a mask mandate, this should be the new photo in front of that mask mandate, because this is where we should be at. This is the right place to be.
Exactly.
I'm encouraged by the Democratic candidate for governor of PA, Josh Shapiro. Actually, I think has the right idea. He came out and said, "Look, Wolf took it too far with what he did."
He sure did.
And he said, "I think the better way to do it would have been to provide education to the populace about things that can be done rather than shutting everybody down." And so maybe people are finally coming to their senses. It's like, look, provide the information that's necessary to keep yourself healthy and then make your decisions accordingly.
Bingo.
We don't
again,
need to shut everybody down.
To piggyback off your point, Steve, you're exactly right. With Wolf, the whole thing that really got him in trouble was the fact that he just signed off an emergency authorization to shut everything down for 90 days. And it was just whenever that 90 days came up, well, we got to do it again. And then another 90 days rolled by, and then he did it again. But there was nothing being shared from the governor's office to say, this is the reason why I'm doing it again. That was his problem. And then you basically had the Republicans were kind of just like, look we can't work with this guy. We have to now put this in front of the people in the form of a state amendment to the state constitution saying you've got 21 days. We have to reconvene after 21 days. Then we'll see if we need to have another mandate. John and I talked about that. I think it was last year.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that was huge. That was like, and that passed. I think it was in like one of the state elections. I think the off election in 21.
That's the exact problem. Was he was saying, shut everything down, don't go places. Instead of, here's what is going on. Here's the most up-to-date medical information we have. And this is how you can protect yourself. And, this is the things that you need to understand. No, it was just no. That was all it was.
Yeah. And really the country, when you look at it from the entire United States, the caseloads are definitely down. I think it was like 70,000. You're still getting people that are sick, but they're getting over it very, very quickly. Very quickly. The death rate is still very low, which is very encouraging, and the hospital admissions are lower. So, again, it's ebbs and flows with any virus more than anything else. John, any final thoughts before we move on?
But also, don't be shocked by critics when you see progression like this. The critics, they still have the same agenda. They still have the vaccine agenda. They still have the shutdown agenda. They still have that's what they're in business for. This was a power grab, especially in New York. I definitely know, and Pennsylvania too. It was a power grab. Everybody grabbed as much power as they could, and the people turned against them, which is good because you definitely want them to. You want to turn against people that go for power grabs. And to Steve's point with Shapiro, he's making a lot of sense. A lot more sense coming out of that race than the other people involved. So good on him to actually be speaking sense.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think I know for a fact there's been like a couple people that are just like, he's probably the more normalized candidate that's out there in regards to that.
Seems to be.
Not an endorsement, but it seems to be. Yeah.
Right. But the MTA, they're making sense too, so that's good news.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hopefully that translates into SEPTA too for Philly down the road.
I don't know that. I mean, SEPTA, I haven't ridden it in a while, but I mean, once Biden's transportation mandate was struck down, they immediately withdrew all of their requirements.
All their requirements.
So as far as I know, they're operating semi-normally at this point.
Standard operating procedure.
But the thing about the MTA is they are actively, they're saying we encourage masking, but let's leave everybody alone to make their own choice. Don't be harassing people for no good reason, whether they're masking or not.
Absolutely. Make America normal again, baby. Manna. Let's go for it. All right, gentlemen. Well, here we go with topic 3. And again, Steve, are you all right over there? Okay, no kidding. Topic 3. Guys, all three of us, of course, have listened to Nirvana, getting ready for hockey games, of course, back in the day. If you didn't, you were crazy. But
they were
huge
popular
news
for a minute.
Yeah, they were pretty. They're still pretty good. Grunge band Nirvana has won a controversial lawsuit brought by Spencer Eldon, who appeared naked on the cover of the 1991 album Nevermind as a baby, and later claimed that the photo amounted to child pornography. But in L.A. on Friday, U.S. District Judge Fernando Olguin, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name, I probably did, ruled that Eldon waited too long to file the suit and cited a 10-year statute of limitations according to Rolling Stone. It was first filed in August of 2021, with the defendants motioning in December to dismiss it. We have a legal authority here, of course, on Too Noobs, Mr. Steve Murray. Steve, your legal analysis of said case. Go for it.
Well, let me ask you gentlemen first. Do you know what a statute of limitations is? Do I need to explain that?
Yes. I think that's pretty.
Yes, I need to explain that, or yes, you know?
No, I think it's pretty. I think most people explain it because maybe someone who's listening might not know what it means.
Yeah,
fair enough. So a statute of limitations is for almost any kind of legal action you have a certain amount of time within which to bring your lawsuit. The idea is the longer you wait, the more likely it is that evidence is going to be lost, memories are going to fade, things like that. So they want you to bring it as soon as practically possible. Now there are exceptions, so if you don't know you've been injured, which can happen in like contract cases, for example, like somebody breached a contract, you don't know that you're losing money. The statute will start running, or the time limit will start running from when you first discover your injury, as long as it was reasonable. But so it turns out, I guess, under this particular child pornography law that this guy was suing under, you had 10 years to bring your claim. And he blew it. Now, from what I gathered reading the opinion, it seems like the argument he made was that every time Nirvana sells a copy of Nevermind with his baby picture on it, that was a new instance, a new injury, for which he gets another 10 years. That can work in some cases, but I think he really hurt himself by really profiting from this for a lot of his life.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe the article says he went around, letting people know he was their Nirvana baby and making some money off of it. I don't think, considering the legal point of statute of limitations, I don't think a judge is going to approve of you profiting and then turning around and deciding that now it's child pornography, because I guess you can't make money off it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's interesting too here. I just find this really funny. Eldon's initial suit cited loss of enjoyment of life. Those are in quotes. Wow. Emotional distress and diminished earning capacity. The court had rejected that argument and said it would allow Eldon to sue Nirvana time and time again, with Friday's ruling blocking any additional filings. So basically, it's a shut case at this point.
I think that could be a legitimate claim for someone who is truly a victim of child pornography.
Absolutely.
I'm sure there would be absolutely trauma and suffering and earning potential and embarrassment and all of that kind of stuff. I think that would be legitimate in a real case.
Yeah.
This is not a real case.
This is not a real case at all. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it was clear, even in the article too, John, it's like he was interviewed in Rolling Stone in 2003 about the album cover, and Eldon basically just mentioned, I'm probably going to make some money from it, end quote. So, I mean, he knew of what was going on, but I mean, that's probably one of the more recognizable album covers ever in the history of music, really, of any sort of band that I can remember. I mean, maybe a Metallica, Master Puppets, that's another one that comes to mind. Pink Floyd, being another, I mean, trying to think of like, maybe not necessarily of a controversial state, guys, but what would be some of you, like, your favorite album covers back in the day? John, I'll go to you first with that. That comes to mind.
Favorite album covers? That's a very interesting question.
Yeah.
My favorite, because of the artist / band, is Korn's third album, Follow the Leader.
Okay.
With the cartoons, and when you opened, you had the front cover with the cartoons and thing, and then you opened it up and it continued. The kids continued all the way down the cliff. That one, like, I always think of that one as a cool. It was Todd McFarlane who did that.
Oh, okay, nice.
Of other fames of Spawn and other things that he has done in his life.
Yeah, that's awesome. Steve, same question. Any favorite, like, album covers that you remember, like, off the top of your head, that you liked? Or
I'm a huge fan of Iron Maiden's album covers.
There you go.
They have their mascot Eddie appears on every single one.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's always like manipulated and dressed according to the theme of the album. So
very cool.
They always do really cool stuff with their album covers.
That's really cool. Yeah, I think for me, I would probably say another one that's kind of like maybe a little under the radar was when Metallica combined with the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra, S&M. And, you know, they just had the band with the orchestra in front of them. And that was a really cool visual, kind of on a widescreen picture shot or whatever. But yeah, I thought that was always really cool. Very understated, yeah. But yeah, this is a very interesting case. Now fully closed. No pun intended, I guess. But yeah, jeez, wow.
Let's hope nowadays he doesn't appear on anything with, you know, fully naked.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he did. He recreated. I understand he recreated the album cover for something.
I'm
like for the
glad I missed
25th
that.
anniversary.
Oh
yeah,
my
right.
God.
This guy qualifies for our douche of the week segment.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
You know,
Yeah.
he probably,
it's a money.
He turned, you know, 18 or whatever, and was making money. Hey, I'm the Nirvana album baby.
Yeah.
I was the Nevermind baby. You know, give me money, I'll make an appearance. And he got his 15 minutes of fame, and that 15 minutes dried up, and nobody gives a shit anymore that he was the baby because now he's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause now he's 107 because that album's forever.
And so now he's like, oh, well, it's child pornography. I don't think that's child pornography. I mean,
Yeah.
it would not have been my choice for album cover, but I don't think that meets the criteria.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
And for people that actually, you know, have that kind of trauma in life, that like this douche needs to just sit down and shut up. Like,
Yeah. That's a very serious charge, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Absolutely.
You're right on.
Yeah, that's something that I'd rather the judge who oversaw this actually putting people behind bars, not having dismissed this case. Like, talk about, you know, clogging up the justice system with idiots. Like, he's one of them.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something about statute of limitations decisions. If a judge thinks you have a legitimate cause of action, they will try their hardest to find a way around the statute and give you the benefit of the doubt. And it's pretty clear this judge was not buying what this dude was selling.
Yeah.
And so he's like, you know what?
Exactly.
Get out of here.
All right, guys. Well, it's topic 4, but wait a minute.
Some things have
Steve
changed.
has a different shirt. I've got a different shirt on. John's got a different shirt. What the heck? I don't know what happened here.
Face on.
Yeah, it's John, did you did a quick shave, I guess, with the mustache, right? I mean, at the end of the day.
I was
That's
tired of
crazy.
103 episodes in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sometimes, you know, when you go through recordings, sometimes you do have a little bit of a technical difficulty here and there. So this is a great little take 2, I guess you could call it, in the podcasting world from 3 noobs, you know, in that regard. So bring you a little, quote, special edition here, but a tack-on edition to episode 102. Steve, you've got a great topic 4 for us. So why don't you go ahead and take it, man? What do you have for us?
Thank you. So it's football season has started, and we've 3 of us participated in we all participate in one league. I think John participates in others as well, but so we all do
Only
the
'cause
fantasy
I'm
football.
suckered into it.
We all do the fantasy football. We had our fantasy draft a couple weeks ago, but I wanted to do. I had heard, I think it was Tyrone's radio show. They did like a food draft, so I wanted to do something cool with like a fantasy draft. And I thought, well, we're all, you know, semi-movie buffs, so why don't we do a movie draft where we have a roster, quote unquote, that we fill out as producers of a movie, and we do it draft style, so we can't all pick the same director, we can't all pick the same lead actor, and see how that goes.
Love
it. The rosters we're gonna have are, you're gonna pick a director, a lead actor, a lead actress, a villain, a sidekick who can be a sidekick for the villain or the leads, whoever you want, and a wise old person, because every good movie has to have a wise old person to dish out.
Gotta love it. Love it.
But to make it even more interesting, we are going to randomly select genres for each of our films.
Yes.
There you go.
I've got 7 of them in a hat, my good old temple hat.
Love it.
I've got drama, or also known as Oscar bait.
Okay.
Action adventure, romantic comedy, which would be gold if somebody were to get it. It'd be awesome. given that we're 3 dudes.
Yeah.
Horror,
Okay.
sci-fi, comedy, and then John had me throw in animated for some weird reason. So we've got animated in the hat.
Okay.
We did pick draft order. It's going to be a snake draft. So John got the number 1 overall pick. Matt has second. I have third. And then the second round it reverses. So I get the first pick in the second round. Go back to John.
Love it.
We'll do that for 6 rounds to fill out our rosters, and let's see how it goes.
Do it.
But so John's genre will be
The drum roll.
Oh, he gets the horror.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
That should be good.
Yeah.
Horror movie. Ugh.
All right, Matt.
What do we got here? Oh no!
You get the tough one. You get animated.
Oh, nice.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
for
really
sure.
could be. All right.
It's all voices,
Well-
basically.
Yeah,
It's all
that's right.
voices, but you know what? Since it's animated, you probably ought to gear it for children. We'll make it a challenge.
That's a good one. Yeah. Probably good.
All right,
Go
and then
Pixar.
yeah, there you go. And
Yeah.
for me, I've just pulled out action adventure. So
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
That's right up your alley.
that is right
Love
up my
it.
alley.
Wow. All right.
John
Cool.
had
All
horror.
right.
All right. So, John, to kick it all off, number 1. Oh wait, we were going to do one more thing.
Yes.
And John made this brilliant suggestion that we have to give a brief synopsis of what our movie's plot is going to be before
Oh,
we start
boy.
drafting our players, because that'll make it even more fun. So
Or
John's got the
absurd.
first pick. He's got to go first. Or absurd, yes.
So mine is a horror movie. So
Yeah.
my villain, who is yet to be named, is basically very slowly killing all the people that I am picking to be the lead.
Okay.
The lead. They're all gonna die, and they're all gonna die the same way. They're gonna be suffocated by a pumpkin. So he carves pumpkins out and suffocates them.
Beauty.
Oh my
So
gosh.
the leading man, female, sidekick, wise old person, all on the same team. Villain, only guy. So
Death by pumpkin.
when we-
I love it.
yes, when we pick
Suffocated
these, when we
with-
pick these, yeah.
Can I
so
just ask how do
so
you
he carves
suffocate
them.
someone with a pumpkin?
So he carves them out, not fully,
got it.
but he opens them up, shoves them on your head until you're dead. Because eventually you're gonna lose. You're gonna not be able to breathe, right?
I would
Is
be
he gonna
true.
have like a quick seal around the neck to make sure
I don't
the
know.
air stays?
I don't know.
in-
Yeah, he uses cellophane with it.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Matt, I'm a
You know
little
what?
scared because John has this well thought out, apparently.
Yeah. My gosh. Yeah.
So now, all right,
just came
how's
up with
your
that.
animated movie?
Yeah. So
Sure, you did.
okay. So I'm thinking. Gosh, this is really hard because you could go in any direction with anime. You could
Yes.
go like anime, and you could go like your Pixar route. I think this one's going to be a Pixar movie, and I think this is going to be a classic sports animated movie. So basically, it's like you've got your good guys and you got your bad guys, and it's a
Cool.
typical kind of like I would say it's like in the theme of like Space Jam, but not cartoony, kind of more on the Pixar type of
Okay.
thing. I think that's what
Nice.
I'm going to
Okay.
go
Nice.
for.
Are
So you got your
are we
villain
talking-
team. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it humanoids, or are we going to do like creatures or toys or what?
I think it's going to be.
I mean, it's animated, so you can do whatever you want.
I know exactly what it's going to be. It's a takeoff of Rocket League. That's
Okay.
a great a video game where basically all you're doing is driving cars, and there's like a soccer ball, and all you're doing is bouncing the ball off to ricochet it into the goal. So that is, the characters are going to be cars and stuff like that. There's going to be a sidekick.
Nice.
And there's going to be a villain team. So that's what it's going to be. It's like, I guess you could say it's Matt's version of Rocket League. I guess it would be the.
Well, it also sounds like Matt's version of Cars. If you start drafting Owen Wilson and what's this, Larry the Cable Guy,
Larry the Cable
I'm
Guy,
gonna get a little worried.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, I won't go there. But yeah.
Oh, which reminds me of one of the rules I forgot to mention is you have to pick people who are current. You can't
not
dead actors, so you can't have Marlon Brando.
Got it.
You have to and if you pick, say, Michael Keaton, you don't get Beetlejuice '88 Michael Keaton. You get today's Michael Keaton.
Got it.
So that's a firm rule we also have to apply to the rosters.
All right.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
2022. All right, so I guess it's my turn, right?
For you,
yes.
What do you got?
Action adventure. You know what? Let's go. This is going to be like Die Hard at an amusement park.
Nice.
I'm gonna have fights taking place on roller coasters and Ferris wheels getting dislodged and rolling down the boardwalk, and
Nice
explosions galore here. And the villain, he's got some kind of, I don't know, he's got a bioweapon he's going to release at the amusement park. And they've got to stop him before the timer runs out.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's the ticket.
That's the ticket.
That
Exactly.
and we're gonna have the climax is gonna be on one of those like drop, the thing where you go all the way up and then they drop you down.
Nice.
One of those.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Just because I want to see them fighting each other while they're going like this. All right.
Love it.
Without
Okay.
further ado, John, number one pick, and you can fill any roster spot you want with any pick.
Yep.
We don't have to go in any order.
All right. What do you got, Johnny?
So I'm going to go with the leading man. First person I want to see killed.
Your lead actor is the first one to die? What the hell?
No, just first person I want to see. He's last to die, but he's in the top of the ones that I want to see die. So we go.
Well, you've already spoiled your plot.
Yes.
But...
Yes.
Yep.
Jim Carrey is my leading man.
Nice.
Is this a horror comedy like Shaun of the Dead, or?
No, it's just Jim Carrey get murdered.
Right. Jim Carrey has had some serious roles in the past, so I guess.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Fair
that's
enough.
So funny.
All right, Matt.
Yeah,
First
this
pick.
one. So I need a really good lead actor to voice, my car movie here, my animated car movie.
Owen
so
Wilson.
No, not Owen Wilson.
Larry the Cable Guy.
I think my lead actor, it's going to be Daniel Craig. Why not?
Ooh.
Yeah, got to be a little Bond
Interesting.
actor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he going to stick with his normal voice, or is he going to do like an American accent?
I think he will stick with his normal voice, which means he'll be the James
Okay.
Bond of the movie. Yeah.
That'll be great.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Because I saw him in a movie called Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks
Yeah.
and Paul Newman, and he was like a Chicago kind of gangster,
Yeah.
and it was really weird hearing him talk like that after watching it. It was bizarre. Very
Doesn't
strange.
sound right. Exactly.
No, not at all. All right.
What do you got, Steve?
I'm going to start with the sidekick just because I want to make sure I nab this guy before anyone
for it.
else.
Yep.
Because I love him as a sidekick. He's hilarious. I'm going Kevin Hart.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Cool. All right. And on the rebound, what do you got?
Oh, right. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snake.
I'm hoping I can screw John. My wise old person is Morgan Freeman.
There you go.
Nice.
Morgan Freeman as God.
You bastard. No, that's who I wanted, my wise old man. That's
I
who
did-
actually I wanted. just because I think for me the villain,
Okay.
and only just because this weekend I threw in Batman '89, and wow, what a great movie! I got to go Jack as my villain. I have to go Jack. Jack
As
Nicholson.
the evil car.
As
the evil car. That's awesome.
Exactly.
What game are they playing? Are they
Rocket
gonna play
League.
soccer?
Rocket League. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like so he'll be the captain.
So
of
it's
the villain
car
team.
soccer.
Exactly.
Car soccer. Okay.
It's car soccer. Yeah.
Oh, so he's there. So he's a player. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Or
Okay.
it could be a coach. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
know-
say, like at Jack's age, you could have him be like the coach,
There you
Oh,
go.
absolutely.
Exactly.
the evil
Love
coach, like the dude from Mighty Ducks 2 in Iceland.
There you go.
That guy was
There
such
you
an
go.
ass.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
All right, John, your next pick.
So the lead female of my film is Angelina
Okay.
Jolie. Don't
There
worry,
you
we're getting
go.
there.
There you go. Okay.
And the the rebound pick is my favorite human, probably in movies ever. But as my wise old person, because I just checked and he's still alive, Mel Brooks will be my wise old person.
Look at
Nice.
that. Look at that.
Oh man!
Wow.
I love me some Mel Brooks. So.
Once again, though, dude, you got Jim Carrey and Mel Brooks in a horror movie. Are you sure we're not setting up a comp?
That's awesome, Johnny.
All they're
Mel
doing
Brooks
is-
was
All they're doing is
Go ahead.
dying. They could easily act that.
Mel
It's not
Brooks
hard.
as Mel Brooks as the grandpa vampire in the Hotel Transylvania series.
Oh, man.
Is great, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my
he
gosh.
is.
If you get a chance,
that's
to check
just
that
one
out.
of the-
He's awesome.
And, yeah. One of the great movies, Young Frankenstein or Frankenstein.
Oh yeah,
That's
oh, yeah.
one of the all-time
Absolutely.
greats. Yeah.
Frau Blucher.
All right.
All right,
So
Matt, you're up.
yeah, for me, I'm going to go sidekick. I'm going to go Steve Buscemi. I just
Nice.
love the guy. I loved him in Armageddon. I call him the everyman's actor, everyman's like normal guy's actor. He's just terrific. I think he would just add so much to the movie. So yeah, Buscemi.
He was in the Monsters Inc. movie
perfect.
as the he was the bad guy.
Oh.
Oh, he's the lizard.
weird-
That
He's the
changed
lizard
color.
that changes
Yeah, yeah.
color. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a great job with that.
Very cool.
He's good for animated stuff.
Great scene in
Love
that
it.
movie is when he gets beat. It's like she calls his name out. He goes into a door that's like supposed to be like a trailer park. She says there's an alligator in there, and she's hitting him with a bat, and he keeps changing colors. That's every time he gets hit, he like turns into something else.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it.
He was such a
All right,
bad
so
guy in
he's-
that movie.
All right, it comes to me now. Let's see. Action adventure. I need. Let me fill the director here.
Okay.
And I know Matt wants me to go Michael Bay, but I'm not.
Yeah, I know you're not going to go there, though. Yeah.
I'm not a huge Michael Bay. The South Park roasted him pretty good when they bring the directors in to like figure out a plot to overcome the terrorists. And he's like, oh, then we got a thing explodes, goes, "Boosh," and then there's like, "Blarsh," and like that. Those are just explosions. That's not a plot. It's like, well, I don't know the difference.
Love it.
All right, I'm gonna go Ridley Scott. as my
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, I love
Gladiator, Alien.
that. Yeah.
I think he can make it work.
He
I'm
could
going-
definitely make
I'm
that
going
work.
Ridley.
I love it. Yeah. He did a great job with Gladiator. I thought that was just,
Oh,
and I
yes,
think there is
fantastic.
going to be a second one. I think there's always been rumors of a second one coming.
That sounds like a bad idea.
But, yeah.
It sounds like
What
a
makes
bad
the
idea
first
to me.
one so great is, we could go on forever with that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a great
Yeah.
movie. All right.
All right, on the rebound here. I need a good villain. Unfortunately, Hans Gruber passed long ago. So Alan Rickman cannot be chosen.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow, this is tough. All right, let me go lead actor.
Okay.
This is tough too. I'm having a real tough time with this because I need somebody who's kind of young and has the chops to be,
to have a
action
nuclear weapon
star.
in a amusement park.
Right, exactly, and to endure fights on roller coasters and shit.
Yes.
So,
There you go.
oh my god. And I guess I need the same thing out of a lead actress too. All right, I'm gonna go villain.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go because I think this guy's born to be a villain. Idris Elba.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
He was freaking terrifying in the Jungle Book as Shere Khan.
There you go. Okay.
He was, and even in Zootopia as like the chief, whatever water buffalo or whatever he was still scary as hell. Like
I know you don't like these movies, Steve, but he starred in Hobbs and Shaw, which is like a Fast and Furious, it's not a spinoff, but it's part of the Fast and Furious universe. He was the villain in Hobbs and Shaw, and he did a great job with that.
Oh, was he really?
He was like this cyborg Superman kind of guy, and I mean he played it really hilarious. It was great, really funny.
I mean, he's actually been rumored. He's been rumored as like, who's the next Bond going to be? He's like a leading choice that comes.
I think he would be perfect for that.
I think like John said with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp can't be Batman. Johnny Depp would have to be the villain. I think the same.
He totally
thing
has to be the villain.
He's totally got to be the bad guy because he's so good at it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, no doubt.
All right, so Matt, back to you.
All right, yeah, I would think lead actress for me. I mean, I have a crush on this actress. I have to admit, Anne Hathaway with Daniel Craig.
There you go.
I think so. Yeah.
There you go.
That's funny. There's a lot of people who absolutely despise her.
I don't get it. I mean, she was great as Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises.
Well,
maybe
she's
it's
no Michelle Pfeiffer. But.
She's not. No, she's not. No, that's true. But I don't know. I like her, so there you go. And it's my movie, damn it.
All right.
So there
Exactly.
All right. All right, John, back to you. You got a director, a villain, and a sidekick slot to fill out.
Yes. So my villain is going to be Johnny Depp.
Huh? All right.
Wow.
Because what other guy could I think of to kill people with pumpkins?
Love it.
Oh my god!
And by the way, my favorite Johnny Depp movie of all time is Secret Window. So he was kind of.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Spoiler alert.
Yes, that
Flash
is
set up on the screen, Matt. Spoiler alert.
One of my favorite.
No doubt.
That's my favorite movie he was ever. I thought he did a phenomenal job in that movie. And the other guy, I can't remember his name, who was one of the only characters that played. They were phenomenal together. They were literally phenomenal.
That's fantastic. That's awesome. All right, John. What else you got? You got a director or sidekick still left?
Well, since it's a horror movie,
5th round.
It's a horror movie. I'm gonna have to go Rob Zombie.
Oh, there you go for the director. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go John Carpenter for a second. But
I was thinking to go like old school, but I was like, who does all the new school horror? That's Rob Zombie. I'll take him. I like him. So I hate his music. But I like him.
There you go. All right. So for me,
all right, Matt,
I have to go for the wise old man. I mean, come on, Christopher Lloyd, man. In a car movie?
Oh yeah!
Are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
And especially in an animated car movie. Are you kidding me? Barney, 1.21 gigawatts.
Can we please have a DeLorean as one of the characters?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
That's definitely the movie.
He has to be the DeLorean.
Yeah, he's got to be in there.
Yes.
It's got to be in it. Yeah, he has to be in it. Absolutely. Yes.
He's got to be the voice of the DeLorean. It would be perfect.
Exactly. Oh, that's great. All right.
Oh, man.
What do you got,
Sheesh.
Steve? Lead actor, lead actress.
Oh, man.
This is hard, I think.
This is really hard.
Yeah.
Arnold's just too old. The old guard. Arnold's too old. Stallone's too old. Bruce Willis is too old.
Mm.
Even though it's Die Hard 7 or whatever I'm making here. The same thing. I need a good lead actress who would take the physical.
One thought I had was, I don't know what your thoughts on Jason Statham.
Other bald guy.
I don't know if you've seen any of his movies, but
I've seen him in The Meg because my son loves The Meg because he loves megalodon sharks. So I saw him. I want someone who can act though.
Yeah, because he's flat out the other bald guy. That's what he is.
Yeah,
he does cut a
That's what my kids call him.
And I love The Rock, but he's still just too hammy as an actor.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So I can't. And I've already got Kevin Hart as the sidekick. I can't get those two together again. By the way, they were great in Super Pets.
Oh, they were phenomenal.
Yeah.
But if Jim Carrey didn't exist, The Rock would have been the first one to die in my movie. So he just made it out because Jim Carrey exists.
I love it.
Oh boy. All right, this is a cop out, but I'll go Wonder Woman for lead actress.
Okay,
There you go.
She was in the military in Israel, man. She can handle it.
Absolutely.
Handle a roller coaster fight.
I believe
which
that
just
she
leaves
could
me
fight
with
on a roller
lead actor.
coaster.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no doubt.
Totally believable.
No doubt.
Totally believable. She could kick most people's ass.
Yep.
All right, so lead actor that leaves me with. Damn. I'm running through all the recent movies in my head, just trying to.
He's not tough enough. He's not tough enough.
And I'm not doing Tom Cruise. I'm not going there.
No. He's more on the drama side, to be honest with you. He's not really.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
I could.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh man, I could have gone. Crap, I could have gone Rebecca Ferguson for lead actress then. She would have been good, but too late. I already picked Gal. I'm not going Ben Affleck. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, no.
He was good as Batman. I liked him as Batman.
Yeah.
I didn't.
He's the first. He's the first actually muscular Batman we've ever had.
No, I agree.
It
wasn't the suit with muscles. It was actually muscle.
I'm guessing no on Robert Pattinson or whatever his name was.
You know what? I saw him in the Batman, and I thought he did okay, but he's not. He's not.
No,
the action guy for me.
No,
this is so hard. I don't want to go Superman. I already copped out on Wonder Woman, so I can't go Superman.
I can't go Henry Cavill.
Russell Crowe's too old.
Love me some Russell Crowe, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 10, 15 years ago, I totally would have taken Russell Crowe.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Damn. Especially pairing him with Ridley Scott. And I don't want to go Chris Pine because that would make my wife too happy.
Chris Evans, maybe?
No, he's a Marvel guy, and I'm not.
Yeah, you're not a big Marvel guy. Okay.
No.
All right.
And I'll take all the heat on this. I hate Captain America. The whole concept.
Oh, Johnny,
I'll just take heat. So anybody who plays Captain America, I don't like.
John, I'm kind of with you there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you on that one.
Unbelievable.
Not feeling it. Just not feeling Captain America.
Unreal. Unbelievable.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna have to. I'm running out of time. I gotta make a pick.
Oh
it's
no,
Arnold. It's Arnie. It's got to be Arnold.
Yeah, you got to fill him in.
And look, and with Kevin Hart as his sidekick, Arnie can do comedy. So screw it, I'm going Arnie.
I think you have Arnold against Idris Elba. That's a pretty good one too, right?
Hell
there.
yeah!
So, I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's still pretty.
Is it going to be?
So,
is it going to be?
Absolutely.
Is it going to be twins too? But Kevin Hart's going to be the Danny DeVito character.
Maybe. Maybe.
So this one's
Maybe,
yeah. hard for me, guys, with the director, because I'm kind of like back and forth. Okay, I need an animated, someone that's done an animated director. So I actually did look it up. Cars in 2006 was directed by John Lasseter. So I am going with John Lasseter because I did like that.
Okay.
I did like Cars the movie.
Oh,
it was a great.
hell of a movie.
I loved the whole story. He directed it very well. So I'm going to go with him. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna throw out there. You could have done Tim Burton. Tim Burton has done animation.
Yes,
Oh,
he
that's
has.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Probably better than Pixar.
And
Well,
now
he
that I'm
does.
looking
He
at
does
it,
the old school like stop animation kind of.
You can change it if you would like.
you know what? Executive decision. I'm gonna.
Yes.
You guys have convinced me. Tim Burton. Because
There you
I'm
go.
looking at the
There you
roster.
go.
You guys are right on the money. I got Steve Buscemi in the thing. I got Chris Lloyd.
Oh, hell yeah.
For crying out loud, and they have John.
Oh yeah.
So they've all
Oh, yeah.
worked with.
You've
Burton, I
got
think,
you've
before.
got all kinds of oddballs. You need to.
Oh heck yeah, absolutely.
He literally has a method actor written all over the studio.
Totally agree. Yeah, nice.
The only thing missing from your film is Johnny Depp. So
Exactly.
Exactly. That's right.
He's too busy killing people with pumpkins.
yes. All right, so you got to fill it out. You got a sidekick here to fill in, John.
Yes. And just for the cheap pop, I'm going Burt Ward because he's still alive.
Nice. Nice.
Is he really?
Yes.
Nice.
Wow.
He's
Love it.
77 years old. And for people who do
A
not know,
sidekick?
Wow.
he was Robin in 66.
Yeah.
So-
Love it. That's awesome.
Wow.
Paired alongside
cow.
Jim Carrey and
Yes.
getting murdered by Johnny Depp.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So is he? He's
This
Jim
is a
Carrey's
comedy.
sidekick. Is that
Yes. Yes.
how you're going? Okay.
Yeah.
I am convinced this is a horror comedy movie. Although Rob Zombie is the director.
It's a very comedy horror. The horror movie part is everybody gets murdered with pumpkins, but yes, there is some kind of funny to it and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen a Rob Zombie movie, there is some
Yes.
kind of sick, twisted humor.
Yeah,
to
he's
it.
a bizarre human being. I've seen him. I've seen a couple of his movies, but I've seen him live in concert. He's just as weird in real life, like performing music, as he is when he directs. The dude his stages
my
are
gosh.
crazy.
Too funny.
Like, wow,
Oh my
I don't know.
gosh.
I don't
Wow.
know
Alright,
this
so-
man.
Yeah.
All right, so last thing we got to do is for each person's
Yep.
movie, we're going to name it.
Mm.
It's going to be the other two who name it for them.
Mm.
As,
All right.
as
Who's
we're
first?
gonna add our names as executive producers
Nice.
Love it.
Who's
Love
first?
it.
to each other's film. All right, so we'll go John's first.
Okay.
A horror film directed by Rob Zombie, starring Jim Carrey and Angelina Jolie, with Burt Ward, Johnny
Mel
Depp as the
Brooks.
killer, and Mel Brooks as your wise old man.
I mean, I'm thinking The Pumpkin Murderer, but I mean, that would be too obvious for Rob Zombie movie, I would think. So,
Right. Pumpkinhead is already taken.
Yeah, it's already taken.
Wait, what, wasn't there a movie where it's like this something about the strangling? Because I'm thinking like the Pumpkin Strangler or something like.
I
the
like
Pumpkin
that.
Strangler
That- that-
Diaries.
Yeah, that
that
one.
would work.
Diary sounds good because Johnny Depp would take the time to write the story while he was. Oh yeah, he's dead. It's fine. I could tell you all about
I
him.
smothered
I
him.
can take care of
I
that.
smothered him with a pumpkin again.
And he
Oh
would,
my gosh.
would totally tell the story over and over again.
All right, the Pumpkin
Love it.
Strangler Diaries. We got
There
it.
we go.
Love
there
it.
we
Right.
go.
Nats. We got
Animated movie.
Tim Burton directing,
Yes.
Daniel Craig and Anne Hathaway as your cars playing
It's
soccer
It's Rocket
against
League.
Jack Nicholson.
So
Rocket
why-
League.
So why not Rocket
Hmm.
League? Pixar's version of Rocket League. What could we call it?
Car Rocket League.
Car Rocket League.
Well, no,
yeah.
it's Rocket League is already cars, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
What could it be?
Hmm.
It's got to be like a bad app takeoff of Rocket League. Like, there has to be an app out there that's like missile organization or something. Like that. It's not quite Rocket League.
Yeah. Or it could be Rocket League the movie. I mean,
It might have to be.
It might
I
be.
think we're drawing blanks.
Yeah. Rocket
The
League,
unlicensed
the movie.
Rocket League movie.
Yes,
There you go.
unlicensed
Exactly.
Rocket
Yeah.
League.
There
Starring
you go.
Jack.
Love it.
And then Christopher.
Yeah, exactly. Jack is the lead. Yeah, exactly. Jack is definitely the lead.
Have Jack and Christopher Lloyd ever been in the same movie together? I feel like they were once.
They would have to have been in their career.
That's a great question. I would think
Like,
that they would have at least
Absolutely, they had to
collaborated
be on
once.
a set together. Yeah, they
Yeah.
had to be on a set together.
Yeah. I mean, those two
What-
have just
yeah.
been. Oh,
Jack
Just pretty much.
absolutely gets the first billing because he's Jack
Oh,
Nicholson
yeah.
and he probably
Yeah,
demands
absolutely.
it.
Absolutely.
And he's going to want 20% of your gross to match.
oh, no
always.
question about it. Yeah. Well, he'll definitely pull that.
All right.
Come on.
All right, so
proceed.
now you gotta name my action adventure directed by Ridley Scott,
Yep.
featuring Arnie and Gal Gadot battering Idris Elba with the help of Kevin Hart is helping Arnie, obviously.
Yes.
Now,
Because he's old.
And right. And with special advice from Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
I'm thinking.
I'm feeling an assassination. I feel like some sort of like secret assassins type of thing going on here.
Okay,
But
so
I'm not sure
what about
Arnie would be.
What about secret assassins at Six Flags? Because we need the prime. Like, cause like they do everything at Six Flags. Like it could be anything at Six Flags. So it'll be the secret assassins at Six Flags.
Six Flags.
And then Steve, you'll get that extra money from Six Flags from the product placement
There you go.
of all their stupid roller coasters. that they have.
And I just figured out Morgan Freeman is the old retired Ferris wheel operator.
Yes.
Exactly.
And he helps Arnie and
Literally.
he's like, yeah, all life is like a Ferris wheel. It goes around.
You need a scene like in Rudy when Rudy tries to quit and the groundskeeper stops him.
Love it.
And they do like an
Love
epic
it.
scene like that where Morgan Freeman just dresses down Arnie. Like, you got to do it this way.
You have to battle him on the roller coaster. Choice.
It would be great. It would be absolutely great.
That's awesome.
Gal Gadot's
I
like,
love
if you just let me handle it, it'll be over in 5 minutes.
I can kill this man, but this guy keeps talking.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, it's funny.
All right.
Well, that
did
was
it.
good. I love it. I think that was awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
cool. Thanks, Steve. That was
All right.
great.
Yes.
Well, I guess that also ends episode 102 of Two Noobs Talking,
It does.
guys. I know this is kind of, not necessarily what we had planned, but we got through it, thank goodness. And it's always been it's been great to be able to sit and chat with you about the news of the day. John, where can people find us out there on the social world?
We
social
pop
media
up
world
here
out
on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Clapper, short little videos that put us to our.
That's our main YouTube channel, Two Noobs Talking. Like, share, subscribe, and get notified when our episodes drop. They are scheduled Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. On the audio side, Steve, where can people listen to us, man?
I'm sorry I wasn't listening. But if people wanted to listen, they could listen to us on Podbean. It spreads us out like tentacles on an octopus of Idris Elba that we must kill. But Podbean puts us out to like other places like Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, if they get our logo right. Bastards. But also you could find us on Pandora. You could find us on Amazon Music. You can find us iHeartRadio. Glenn.
Yes,
I
let's.
always slip that one.
Absolutely.
And Spotify. Spotify is always.
Yes. And we're also newly to Samsung, but we don't know what that means.
Oh, there you go. But we will figure it out, hopefully, by episode
Yes.
103. Hopefully, we will figure
Yes.
that out. But until then, guys, it's been great. And until next week, talk to you all guys then. Take care.